everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I want to tell you about my NBDE exam. I have taken it and I have some notes for you to note. So first of all, my exam was cancelled. Previously I posted a video all about how to register for it, but keep in mind that it can be cancelled apparently. People should know about this. This is serious. It was very stressful because it did change my plans quite a bit. So my exam was supposed to be on March 4th and instead it was on March 5th, 2018. And I was supposed to take it in Boston, but I ended up going to Rhode Island, which is another state. First of all, I didn't block the day because we were supposed to drive like 2 hours to get there, and exam starts at 9 and you're supposed to be there at 8:30, and driving out of the city was madness. We were so late and I was so stressed. I arrived there at like 8:59 before the exam was supposed to start. It was brutal. I was extremely stressed. I didn't eat anything and I was starving, so my morning didn't start out very well. Don't schedule your exam too far from your destination because driving was the most stressful thing I probably have ever done because I was so late and I thought that they wouldn't let me in. The exam takes place in this test center, and there are a lot of people who take different exams, so nobody is like sitting there waiting for you to arrive because NBDE is about to start, and like you know how you would expect a normal exam to start. There are a bunch of people who take the same exam. No, it takes place in a test center, and there are people taking tests that are different in length. So there were a whole bunch of people, and I arrived like a minute before my exam was supposed to start, so like 8:59, but nobody really cared. It's not like they said, oh, it's 9 so you're not allowed to come. They don't really care, so don't be worried about being like a little late. Absolutely no problem, they don't care. So I just went in. They make you sign your name in and that's it. Then you sit and wait to be registered. First of all, most important thing, you have to take all your jewelry out, and except for your wedding ring. I took all of my jewelry out, but I forgot this necklace and I'd never take it off. I completely forgot that I even had that, and you have to take it all off. They made me take it off and put it in this locker that I couldn't figure out how to lock, and it was all sitting there in the open. Just, yeah, be mindful, don't wear any jewelry because it will take time for you to take it all off. When you arrive, you're supposed to bring 2 forms of ID. You're supposed to bring your passport and a credit card or something that states your name and has your signature. And my passport doesn't have the same signature as I signed my papers there. My name is in Cyrillics. It's in Russian, so my signature is in Russian, and they're signed in English, and they were like, your signature doesn't match. Why does your signature not match? It was all quickly figured out, so don't worry about that. After that, it was very easy. You go to your computer. You go to your computer. Every time you walk into the testing area, so the place where the computers are, they scan your finger. There's no way to bring any notes or anything, like any cheat sheet. They look at your hands, they look at your pocket. They don't allow anything like that, so that was pretty serious. And every time you take a break, they scan your fingerprint. After that, you walk in, you sit in your computer. In my test center, computers were pretty good. Like they had like this walls, like a cubicle, you know, so I didn't have to see or hear anybody else doing their tasks because somebody, I think they took TOEFL, maybe, because they were speaking, like they were speaking tests, and it was annoying because I could hear them talk. And they also provide headphones, so they were like noise canceling headphones, which was nice. Yeah, that wasn't a problem. Like taking the test was absolutely fine. I was a bit chilly. Bring a shirt because they have this, like they need to cool the area, and it's winter basically. It's cold outside, and they have this fan. Exam itself, so when you do your practice tests, they're all sectioned out. On the exam, they're all mixed together, so there will not be anatomy section, physiology section, or anything like that. They're all mixed together. Questions just come one by one, but they are broken apart in like 100 questions, but the questions are not from the same section. There's a mixture of questions. I didn't know that, and there's no way for me to know that because I didn't go to dental school, and this is hard to find out from any other place. So yeah, and it also makes it much easier to pass those tests because if you're not so good like I am, like in biochemistry section, there's no biochemistry section. There's no place where you have to sit down and think about biochemistry for an hour. It's always like, oh, biochemistry comes up, and then there's dental anatomy, which is easier. So the time flies very fast. Everybody told me, well, like whoever I talked about the exam, that take all of the time you need, like take all of the 8.5 hours, which I absolutely didn't do, and I don't recommend doing. I was done 4 hours early, so I was done with the exam I think at 1 o'clock. I already was home. Exam started at 9. You can definitely finish earlier. I wasn't exhausted. Like, the test itself wasn't exhausting. I wasn't tired. TOEFL was harder. Like, honestly, TOEFL, if you have taken TOEFL in your life, it's much harder than this exam because you have to sit and read and think. There you basically don't have to read anything. Just like quickly scan through the question because they're short, and that's why it took me so fast. I wasn't exhausted at all. Absolutely, I don't know, I wasn't even hungry. I was so fast I didn't even notice it. That is about the test itself. The most difficult part of the test was testlets. Testlets, I haven't prepared myself to testlets because there are no really practice materials that are testlet shape or form. Like, there are released exams, but there are no testlets in there. And whenever I would read somewhere that, oh, there was a testlet, I didn't really understand what the hell was testlet. What is it? Why is it there? Basically, it's a clinical situation. So they give you like a chart of a patient, and the chart says all the conditions that he had before, and like diabetes, you know, non-dental, and then dental examination, and the questions are related to the chart, which is understandable. You would expect that. I had a lot of them. They're numbered by letters, and I think I had up until J, like A, B, C, D, H, you get it. So I was like, damn, how long will it take for this to end? Because it was exhausting to open, because the window pops up separately and you have to click it to remember what it is. It was such a bother. I hated testlets, and there's no way to prepare for them. The questions, I think, were stupid for the testlets because they basically said, so prepare, he has this condition, but what if he didn't? Let's think about another condition. Then why did I just read all that? Oh, it just was annoying. So yeah, I think this is everything I wanted to talk about. Basically, long story short, the test itself, like the timing it took and the place to get there, it was very easy, and I feel like they scare you a lot by saying like, oh, it's so long, it's 8 hours, it's gonna take you forever to sit there, it's so exhausting. I don't think it is. You have to definitely know your time management skills. You have to definitely control yourself, and because I'm not good with that. When I see the timer ticking, I try to rush and hurry. When I left the test, I didn't think I passed because I guessed so many questions. I guessed half of it legitimately, because there were questions that, like, halfway through the test I gave up on the test because I thought, like, well, this is not going well. I didn't pass because there were so many questions that I absolutely didn't expect to see. I don't think it's legal to tell you what questions I had and like what subjects I had on the test, and I'm not gonna because I don't want to get like banned or something. Yeah, I didn't expect questions like that. You should be, I don't know, you know, giving you advice on how to prepare for it, you can't, because I was preparing for all the anatomy and biochemistry, and I got like organic chemistry from high school, which I didn't expect absolutely. So you don't know what you're gonna get. Practice your guessing skills is the best advice because it's crucial to learn how to guess correctly. So this is everything I wanted to tell you. Thank you guys for watching, and my next video is gonna be about how to prepare for your NBDE. Bye.